This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Tamika Fox. In this week's broadcast, Health Emphasis Weekend held on Family Island, and Adventist educators highlight Christian education. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. The Health Ministries Department continues its effort to spread the health message to communities in the Bahamas. From April 3rd to 6th, the department, along with members of the Adventist Health Professions Association and the Adventist Laymen's Services and Industries, traveled to Kidd Island and hosted a series of health lectures and exhibitions. On April 4th, the group visited Old Bight Primary and High School, Dumfries and Arthurstown schools. There, they engage with the students and inform them about the choices they can make to live healthy and godly lives. Old Bight Primary School Principal Willett Roll expressed gratitude to the team for encouraging the children to make healthy choices.
It's important for them to learn about their bodies and their health and how they can use the foods they eat to increase their knowledge, as well as to encourage their parents to eat healthy and pick up healthy snacks and do exercise and all those activities that they've mentioned in the presentations at home and even at school. So we are so excited that they are here and they have all these lovely visuals for them. The kids have learned about cancer. So seeing the colon itself and seeing the actual pictures for my upper primary students is beneficial for them because they don't get that actual opportunity. They only see pictures. So basically to see the colon itself is exciting for them.
The group welcomed the Sabbath with a health lecture provided by District Pastor Craig Williams, who presented on the topic, Demystifying Stroke. He shared the signs of a stroke and how to care for individuals affected by it. The health missionaries worshiped at Seaview Church with the members, where Health Ministries Director Shandira Smith reminded the congregation of the importance of integrating health practices with their faith in God. The trip concluded with a health expo that received overwhelming support from the community.
We have a big health expo on the community park in Arthurstown, and we have health screening going on. Persons getting their weight, their BMI, their body fat assessment, their blood pressure and blood sugar assessed. Then we have the expo with the 8 natural laws of health. We also have a section just for the children where they're actually going through the 8 laws of health as well. So we are just so overjoyed that we can have over 26 persons, almost 30 persons here who have come down to share in this health intervention, we call it, where our theme is health by choice, not by chance.
This trip also highlighted the importance of animal health. Veterinarian Dr. LaVaughn Wilson shared signs and symptoms to look for when caring for pets, as well as home remedies for Family Island residents. The group plans to continue advocating healthy principles throughout the Bahamas with another Family Island health outreach trip from June 6th to 9th in Inagua. All interested individuals can contact 433-6917 or 428-4251. On April 12th, the Adventist Educators Association worshiped at Maranatha Church for an exceptional service highlighting the importance of Christian education. In her greetings, South Bahamas Conference Education Director Juliet Sands encouraged the members to continue supporting Bahamas Academy, quoting Ellen White that the work of education and redemption are one. President of SBC's Adventist Educators Association, Milton Lewis, shared the association's commitment to making a lasting difference in students' lives.
Education, you see, is a ministry, and we recognize the sacred responsibilities entrusted to us as we shape minds and build characters and prepare our young people to thrive in this world and the one to come. Our goal this year is to strengthen camaraderie among educators across Adventist, public, and private schools.
Also present at the worship service was Perry Cunningham, president of the Bahamas Association of Independent Secondary Schools, who emphasized the importance of biblical literacy and integrating faith into education.
Regardless of what the subject is, the true knowledge comes from God. Somewhere you cannot run from it. We teach geography, we teach math, we teach health science, whatever we teach, all true knowledge comes from God Himself. That being the case then, in the classroom, we ought to illustrate and demonstrate that fact that there is a connection between the source of all knowledge, God Himself, and whatever the subject you are teaching.
During the service, the officers of the association were pinned and officially installed to execute their duties. The speaker for the day was Adventist educator Mr. Earl Thomas, who discussed the significance of true education, which he stated goes beyond grades and includes a student's spiritual development. He highlighted how education must demonstrate how all areas of learning connect to Christ, enhancing academic understanding and fostering spiritual growth.
True education utilizes the Bible as a primary text, recognizing it as a source of infinite wisdom and principles for right living. It also incorporates learning from nature, manual training, and practical skills. The goal is just not to acquire information, but to develop power, to develop goodness and noble character.
Thomas also explained the roles of parents, teachers, and the community in shaping children's worldviews and called for the unity in raising children during these times. We commend our educators as they continue instructing and preparing our students for eternal service in the kingdom of God. Bahamas Academy hosted a special chapel led by the music department. The chapel featured students singing Bahamian gospel medleys and a performance by the school's band. The highlight of the service was a special interview with retired music teacher Nelson Bain, who served as an educator at Bahamas Academy. The school and students hold a special place in Mr. Bain's heart, as he dedicated over 20 years to teaching music to various groups of students. Mr. Bain was also an advocate for the arts while at the school and helped provide a foundational building block in music for the students. We salute teachers like Mr. Bain, who enrich the lives of students at Bahamas Academy. When we return, we'll have more on what's coming up in the South Bahamas Conference.
Mark your calendars for the South Bahamas Conference Mission Refocus Weekend from April 19th to the 20th. Get prepared for a powerful and inspiring weekend you don't want to miss. We are thrilled to welcome Dr. Urton Kohler of the General Conference and Dr. Leonard Johnson of the Inter-American Division, who will be joining us for this transformative event. They will share powerful sessions on mission and the vision of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Joint services will be held on April 19 from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and April 20th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Hillview Adventist Church. Come ready to be energized for the mission that lies ahead. We look forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back to our Adventist News and coming up in the South Bahamas Conference. During April, the Youth Ministries Department of the South Bahamas Conference continues its One Mission, One Family Health Challenge for the rest of the month. The health trainings are held every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom, while the fitness training is Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. at Goodman's Bay Beach. This weekend, from April 19th and 20th, Dr. Urton Kohler and Dr. Leonard Johnson, leaders from the General Conference and Inter-American Divisions, will be in our territory for our Mission Refocus series. Joint services will be held on April 19th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. and April 20th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Hillview Church. During the weekend, an honoring ceremony will be held for some of the diligent members of our conference. Under the theme, He Died in My Place, the Centerville SDA Church will hold its Easter program during the Divine Hour this Sabbath, April 19th, 2025, at 11 a.m. All are invited to attend and be richly blessed by the extraordinary singing of soprano soloist Miss Marissa Green and Mrs. Paula Musgrove Bain. Guests, organists, and pianists will be Mr. Benjamin Davis and Mrs. Lynn Smith. Celebrate with us as we journey with Christ on the road to the cross. Relive with tears his crucifixion, with sadness see him buried, and rejoice in his glorious resurrection. The organizers of the 8 Weeks to Wellness program are hosting a fun run walk on Monday, April 21st at 6:30 a.m. The route will begin at Goodman's Bay. Walkers will head to the Old Malia Hotel and back, while runners will head to Sanderport and return to Goodman's Bay. All are invited to attend the SBC Music Ministries Hymn Festival on Sabbath, April 26, 2025, beginning at 6 p.m. at the Hillview Church. The event will feature performances by the Creole Churches, Adventist Men, Children's Choir, Maestro Singers, and choirs from the Eastern and Western region of churches. We look forward to an evening of uplifting music as we reacquaint ourselves with the hymns of the church. The Children and Adolescent Ministries Department is organizing an outdoor challenge day for our conference's adolescents on April 27th at Goodman's Bay Beach. Parents and adolescents aged 10 to 15 will navigate 10 exciting checkpoints filled with physical challenges and clues to the finish line. Charm will also host 2 training geared towards autism awareness on April 27th, beginning at 7 p.m. A special presentation on autism advocacy will be held on Zoom. On May 3rd, beginning at 5 p.m., a charm training will be held at the New Providence Church on practical techniques for training children and adolescents with autism and related disorders. The men's department of the Grandstand Church is planning a special Mother's Day cruise on Sunday, May 18th, 2025 to Andros. All interested mothers from the conference are invited to attend. Individuals can contact the church's men's department at 557-0659 for more information. Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all our upcoming conference events. There, you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist news updates, along with other local programming from our cable channel ATV 658, and read the weekly logos and the Adventist page from the Nassau Guardian.
Our ears do more than just help us with our sense of hearing. It also plays a major role in helping us with balance, standing still, walking, running, etc. If your sense of hearing decreases or is lost, the damage is most likely irreplaceable. Therefore, it is in your best interest to take good care of your ears. Here are a few tips that will help you to maintain your sense of hearing. Turn down the volume. According to studies, teens and adolescents have a higher risk of noise-induced ear damage compared to adults. This is because the volume is simply too high. To help with this issue, avoid extremely loud music at events, earphones that channel music directly into the ear canal, and take heed to the warning that pops up on your various devices, reminding you to turn the volume down. Give your ears time to recover. If you are exposed to loud noises for a prolonged period of time, like at a concert, your ears need time to recover. If you can, step outside for 5 minutes every so often in order to let them rest. Researchers have found that your ears need an average of 16 hours of quiet to recover from one loud night out. Avoid using Q-tips. Ear wax plays a significant role in maintaining your sense of hearing. Its purpose is to trap harmful particles and dust to stop them from entering your ear canal. Using Q-tips in your ear can damage your eardrum if inserted too deeply. Also, while it may remove some of the wax from your ear, most of it is pushed into your ear and can block the path. Listen. It is extremely important that you pay keen attention to what you allow to enter your mind. Philippians 4:8 says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think of these things." This has been Tanya Nomafo with your health tip courtesy of Adventist Television. And remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
More than 16,000 new members joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church across the Inter-American region through a large-scale baptismal event led by pastors, elders, laypersons, and small groups. This marked the second time ordained local elders were authorized to officiate baptisms across the 25 major church regions.
Elia Henry, Inter-American Region President, emphasized the significance of the event, calling it a great feast, and encouraging members to remain committed to their mission. Josny Rodriguez, Field Ministerial Secretary for the region, highlighted the vital role of elders in assisting pastors who often oversee multiple congregations. More than 40,000 elders across the Inter-American region are being trained and certified to perform duties such as baptisms when authorized.
Well, that's it for our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. To share what is happening at your church, please email your news, stories, and upcoming events to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news, along with other programming, and to keep in touch with what's happening at our conference, visit our website at southbahamasconference.org. The SBC Media Network's Facebook and Instagram pages are filled with lots of materials from the Communications Department, so you will want to check those out. And remember to subscribe, like, follow, and share. You can watch and listen to programs from our radio station, Word SBC 88.3 FM, and our Adventist television channel, ATV 658. Get updates, insights, and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. The programming from ATV 658 can also be viewed on the South Bahamas Conference YouTube channel. So, feel free to watch a recap of our Adventist news. On behalf of our production team, it was our pleasure to bring you tonight's news update. I'm Tamika Fox for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.